Hey, konnichiwa minasan, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? Okay, here it is. I've succumbed to this series because, you know what? It's turning out to be the best Spider-Man series being published at the moment. We are talking about Ultimate Spider-Man issue 3. Came out today, Wednesday, the 27th of March 2024. Priced at $4.99 if I've got that right. It could be $5.99. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. So forgive me and don't kill me in the comments. This is written by Jonathan Hickman. It's got art, wonderful art by Marco Cecchetto. You say Cecchetto, I say Cecchetto. And colours by Mr. Wilson. Oh, Mr. Wilson. That's like a Beatles song, isn't it? Okay, I forgot his first name. Sorry. I want to say Tony. Respect to Tony Wilson, Manchester legend. But anyway, so issue 3, what's going on? Check out the cover first of all. We've got Spidey, Bullseye and Green Goblin. Well, the Ultimate Universe versions of them. And it's not like that much happens in it, but I've really been pulled in by the story. It took a few issues to get going for me to warm up, but I tell you what, as I said before, this is killing Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells. He's killing it. This is the best Spider-Man book out there. So without a doubt, I would recommend this. I'll go out and get a copy if you can. I don't want to spoil too much in this opening mini review, but I do go through the whole story for a change with a story summary. So if you don't want to know like the very ending, do skip to the variant covers and my score at the end of this video, okay? But yeah, it's a 100% recommend. At this moment in time, this is my pick of the week. I know it's still early to say that because I've not read all the books I want to read yet, but yeah, absolutely loved it. Great story development, great build-up of characters. Peter Parker feels like Peter Parker. It's great seeing Mary Jane, Peter having a family together. Just lovely interactions between, believe it or not, J. Jonah Jameson and Ben Parker. They're like a comedy duo at times. Very funny. And lovely to see little May Parker, helping her daddy to choose what kind of Spider-Man outfit to wear. Just great. So yeah, big recommend. Good action scenes at times, as I say. Great character moments and some good humour. So yes, go out and get a copy right now. Okay, as usual, I'll give you the story summary, show you some of the art from inside and talk about it. And please keep watching to the end because I do give my score after this. Okay, here we go. We open at the Parker home. We've got Mary Jane and Richard Parker. They're not sure. Something's going on with Daddy and May. They can't quite work it out though, but apparently it's very sketchy. Peter tells him, rather innocently of course, that he's actually enjoying some solid daddy-daughter time. MJ and Richard leave, with MJ saying, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do." Then we get the story so far. I'm not going to read it all, but just let me read the bottom part here. The one hitch in Peter's heroism, his daughter, May Parker, has discovered his secret identity, which we saw last issue. Now, how do you think she's going to deal with it? Well, they deal with it in such a great way. We've got May Parker here, helping Peter to design, to make, to finalise his costume. Now, I don't want to get into the nitty gritty and ask wait a minute, how is he so quickly redesigning this costume? Is it nanotechnology, dare I ask? But anyway, we've got some different designs here. The black and white one's too scary for her. The red hoodie's a bit too young for Peter Parker. Come on, Dad, you're old. The red and gold, not sure. The all blue looks a bit cold to me. May tells him she likes the red and some blue and also bring back the webs. And then the next page, be waiting for it. Finally we get this image. It's the classic costume design we love and know so well. We've got Peter and May swinging through the city. Man, to be in her shoes. Sweet scenes to Ben and Jonah's new office. This place is a dump. Yeah, but it's our dump. It's a real fixer-upper. Budget is obviously low. There are no employees aside from those two. But at least they've got their own office, says Ben Parker. Wow, this is not great. In walks Peter with a present from MJ. A plant. It's going to really brighten up the room. Then something on the wall captures Peter's attention. He asks what it is. Well, it's a map, Peter. And they're not willing to tell him any more. Oh, it's like that, is it? Jonah suggests a bit of quid pro quo. You scratch our back, we'll scratch yours kind of thing. So Peter gets it. He's like, okay, how can I help? Jonah asks about a guy wearing green who's been waging a personal war on the Fisk organization. Does the Bugle know anything about it? Oh yeah, says Peter. Robbie's taken to calling him the Green Goblin. Pretty scary, eh? It sounds like they want to write a story, but the higher-ups keep shutting him down. Now don't forget, if I remember rightly, Fisk owns the Bugle, so it's no wonder he's trying to shut it down. Instead, apparently they're pushing stories about the guy in the black suit. And Peter goes on to describe him as much more compelling, dare I say charming, a real man of the people. Come on, Parker, you're being a bit obvious there, aren't you? So the map on the wall shows locations of every point that the Goblin has hit. They're all places or properties owned by Fisk. I think they need to find out more on this story. Next, we get a great page with 4 panels showing the progression of Peter on a stakeout. I love the different colours used, the different weather, the different feeling that Peter, he starts off so optimistic. Hey, this is going to be great fun. I've always wanted to do this. And he ends up with like, I hate this. I've had enough. I'm going home. When, at the last minute, bingo, we see one of the Goblin bombs going off. And there's a figure nearby who is obviously not the Goblin. Who's this? Oh, of course it is. It's Bullseye, revealed when he throws an ace of spades at the Goblin. Gotta say, I love these images here by the artist Teahouse. Look at that. Look at the perspective on both Goblin and Bullseye. Great, great drawing and great colours as well. Bullseye's card sticks into the bomb and it goes off in the Goblin's hand, knocking him off his glider. Who are you? Asks the Goblin. A killer loose in the world. A predator in the wild. Goblin laughs it off as more like a pet on a leash and fires some kind of laser or green energy beam at him. Bullseye dodges the weapon easily and throws more cards which stick in the Green Goblin's suit. He looks to be in trouble. Is he about to throw the killing card? When? Peter from above, he uses his webbing to stop Bullseye throw the card. Bullseye appears to get out of the webbing very easily and starts throwing cards at Peter instead. Peter laughs off Bullseye's aim. You're going to have to aim better than that. And you know what he's going to say, don't you? You just know it. I wasn't aiming at you. Oh boy. We see some kind of scaffolding or tower come down on top of Peter. Actually, it's not really clear what happens, but I think that's what happens here. Is he going to be okay? While Bullseye's distracted with Peter, he gets zapped in the back by the Goblin again. But it doesn't seem to have much effect. Bullseye launches a load of cards. They all stick into the Goblin's suit. Seriously, what are these playing cards made of? Diamond? As Goblin's on his knees, his suit malfunctioning in front of Bullseye, Peter attacks from behind. Wham! Great punch there. He knocks him flying. The Green Goblin thanks Spider-Man for the helping hand, which is a weird thing to read, but, it works in this story. And there's a great bit of dialogue here where we've got Spider-Man saying basically, should I call the police or something? I don't know what to do. I've never actually caught anyone before. So it's his first capture, his first takedown of a villain. Goblin warns that Fisk owns a large part of the police, so, can't be trusted. He straps Bullseye to his glider and we see him carried off somewhere. Goblin compliments Peter on his suit. Then he hits a button on his own suit and we hear a disembodied voice saying, "Suit pairing enabled, connecting." And somehow he's deactivating Peter's mask. I still don't get how this happens. I thought this was a moment of symbiote, but it's not, is it? Then he takes off his own mask, introduces himself as Harry. They face off against each other, and then Harry asks, "Hey, you want to get a drink?" And that's where the issue ends. Well, there you have it. I do hope you enjoyed that summary. What do you think of the art and the story, the action? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Okay, here we have, I'm going to give 2 variant covers that I really like. The first one here is by Greg Land. Love this image, the perspective, the colours, and it matches what's in the book, which is really good. And the next cover is by Mark Bagley, the Mark Bagley variant. What do you think about this? Good to see Ben Parker, Peter, of course, 2 Peter Parkers. What's going on there? Spidey and Peter Parker and Mary Jane. Yeah, I think I prefer the Greg Land one, but let me know what you think in the comments. Which variant would you go for? And to give a score for this, as I say, I had a blast with it. It's really feels like it's taking off now after 3 issues. Really got into the story. I'm just enjoying it so much. So I'm between 8.5 and 9. It's hard to say. 9 sounds a bit high, so I'm going to go 8.5, but it is a very strong 8.5 out of 10. Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching this far. This has been Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, signing off for the night. Time to finish cooking some nikujaga. Mata ne.